the 2K Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your name. You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, it'll be the West All-Stars up against the East All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And how much fun is this? The All-Star Game officially upon us, typically a high-scoring, fast-breaking affair. Shaq, any reason to think it's going to be anything different this time around?
Well, there are no more Dikembe Mutombos.
Oh, that was very impressive.
Thank you, Ernie. Not as many shot-blocking centers in the league now. That might have slowed things down a little. Offense rules the game. I wish Dikembe was still here so he can go, no, 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 Ernie.
How about if I play you and you play Dikembe?
No.
Mr. Mutombo, I really like the way you played the game, and I like it when you used to wave your finger.
Well, thank you, Ernie. Everything good. Shaq threw 2 elbows in my face. I think he called it elbow sandwich.
Well, I'll be you, Ernie. Hey, so Kevin Harlan, we're going to go courtside with you, and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm really confused now.
I'm not.
The top shelf of NBA players all gathered here tonight for the All-Star Game. It's great to have you with us. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the court for the West All-Stars, Steph Curry's out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Durant, and it's Bryant in at the 3 spot.
And if you remember last year, I mean, no star shined brighter in this game than Russell Westbrook. How about 41 points, just one off Wilt Chamberlain's all-time record. And I'd say Russell was a very deserving MVP.
Here's Leonard. Paul George making his last shot. Lowry kicks to George. The feed now to Anthony. That ball's nice feed that time from George. Anthony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. That All-Star Game scoring record of Wilt Chamberlain, which Westbrook came so close to breaking last year, has now, Greg, been on the books for over 50 years.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, when Westbrook had that 27 points at halftime, I thought for sure that record was going to go down.
Now Westbrook, after the missed 3 by Carmelo. Kobe kicks to Westbrook. Paul George grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
James outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
The West All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
And guys, you know, we've had some All-Star Game shootouts over the years, but really nothing compares to what we saw last year. The teams combined for 321 points. That's just mind-boggling.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Steve Kerr had a few moments to share with me. If Coach had any butterflies in his stomach about coaching the All-Stars, he didn't let any of it come out. He said it was for the fans, and even though he's in charge of the best players in the NBA, his only coaching advice was to go out and have fun. Guys?
And thank you, Doris.
And there's such a sense of history that surrounds the All-Star game. I mean, this is the 65th time this event has been held, and you think back on all the legends of the NBA. They've all made their mark in some way on this contest.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D, but hey, it's the All-Star game.
To the middle to end the run. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's on Kevin Durant. And you talked about NBA legends, Greg, putting their stamp on this game. How about, for instance, Wilt Chamberlain's 42 points and 24 rebounds in that 1962 All-Star game?
Wow, I mean, that was amazing. What about Michael Jordan following up his epic win in the 88 Slam Dunk Contest with 40 points and the MVP award as well the next night? So just so many great memories from this event.
Pass to George. Wade dishes to James. George sets a screen for James. The turnaround jumper. James has got his second bucket tonight.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Leonard. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
And guys, just thinking back to last year's All-Star game, I mean, something that was really special. How about the sight of Pau and Marc Gasol, two brothers facing each other on the opening jump ball?
Durant with the steal. Here's Curry, and there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
New players in now for the East. And so here are the West All-Stars. Paul passes to Cousins. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up two.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Butler can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. That moment when the Gasol brothers competed for the opening tip really was unique. It was the first time two siblings have ever started an NBA All-Star game.
And you could sense, Kevin, that the significance was not lost on them. They both talked about how much it meant to them. It was just a really cool moment to be a part of.
Now Thomas, after LaMarcus Aldridge's three-pointer that didn't go. Knocks it loose. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Shot clock at 3. That doesn't go either for Butler.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And that one's good, Cousins.
And, you know, this game, yeah, in a lot of ways, guys, has belonged to the Western Conference the entire decade. I mean, and last year they got the job done again. So although it did come down to the wire, the end result still was Western Conference dominance.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
drive by Paul, using his post move to get the 2 points. Paul's got his first 2 points.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thompson. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And the wide open shot from Paul. Another shot. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's the West All-Stars. They finish off the first quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.